Hello everyone and welcome back to PK Crash Plays Final Fantasy VI. We took ourselves a little break and I managed to unlock the Snow Muffler by random happenstance using Sabin, who was actually smart enough to finally cast Doom and end that stupid thing once and for all. So, that's all we can do right there right now. We don't need to do anything else because we need plenty of more objects in order to actually get the full use of the Colosseum. So we're going to just ditch that for the moment. And we are going to go and unlock a secret character. I was thinking initially of putting this off, but the more I think about it right now, the more I realize it's going to be very, very necessary for what we're about to go and do. So, we're going to go get him. I'm going to save real quick. Because what we have to do is we have to take off... Oh, never mind. They aren't wearing it. So, okay, this is how we find our secret character. We walk around on this island and we run into this thing called the Stone Eater. It's basically a big old worm coming out of the ground. And instead of fighting it, we basically sit here and let it do this crap, which it shouldn't be doing this, but oh well. Here we go. We're waiting for it to do that, to engulf us. It basically eats our characters. So, it'll do it one by one. And we just have to kind of let it continue doing so all down the line. What a jerk. Oh, knock it off, you turd sandwich. Just frickin' eat her. Thank you, jeez. How hard was that? Anyway, she's the only one that's left on the field. And there she goes. Okay, so now everyone's eaten. You'd think that would be the end, but nope, here we are. In a strange new dungeon. With really cool music. We're gonna put on the Moogle Charm, because in here is a bunch of really stupid enemies that suck to fight. And we're basically going to just run through this and steal a bunch of treasure. Oh yeah, and also get our new character. So we first start off in this bridge room where these guys are kind of walking back and forth with their green coats. If they hit you, they knock you down, and you have to come back up. This is where you get the Genji armor. Very nice. And the magic brush. Oh crap. He got me. Anyway, we're back down here. No fights, no nothing. Ether. And the red jacket. Also a good item to have. So this time we're going to try and not get knocked down because that was just a one-time deal, hopefully. Go run. Oh crap, he caught me. Some of these places they put them a little too pinchy in some spots, so it's kind of difficult to get past them before they knock you down. I guess I could technically... Sorry, since I'm not actually fighting. Put on the sprint shoes. There we go. Jump, 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 jump. Jump, run. Go away. Go away. Go away. Oh, of course. Run! Oh, you friggin' jerk. I hate that. They like to sit there and juke you, and then they give you a free opening right when the other dude starts coming like he's gonna start taking you over. Friggin' annoying. Anyway, jump across. Jump across. Come on. Come on. Come on. Run. Oh, you piece of poopy. There. The fake mustache. So it changes her ability, her paintbrush ability into control, and what it does is instead of her, like, sketching the enemy and using one of their attacks at random, she takes control of them, and she literally, like, you know, manipulates them like a puppet master. So this here is the crushing room. We're not going to run out and do it immediately because we need to know where we need to go. And first run is over here. Fall. There we go. So I'll get this treasure chest real quick, and then I'll go to that treasure chest. There we go. Got the hero ring finally, and the Zephyr cape, so that's a 2 for 1. Okay, running, out of here. That treasure chest is only open on that spot where the treasure chest is, so you try and stop in front of it, you will get crushed. So I get that attack star, and then run out. Okay. Now here's just basically a quick little puzzle maze. No big deal. Jump across, hit this. There we go. It's a little shortcut back that way, and also a shortcut over this way. To get this, which is the Thunder Shield, which is another good thing to have a double of, because we can use it later on to get a Genji Shield. Jump across this, and everyone say hello to our secret character. Shrouded in odd clothing. Is this a man, a woman, or should we ask? Everyone say hi to Go-Go. Go-Go is special in that they are mimic. They literally are a mimic, and they will just mimic anyone and everything that they see. I am Go-Go, the master of the simulacrum. My miming skills will astonish you. Yes, I have been idle for too long. If I deem you worthy, I'll mime your actions in battle. But first, you must tell me what you're doing here. What an unusual tale. But I sense that you're trying to help make things right again. This should be fun. When do we leave? So, we got everything that we need here. No reason to stick around, especially because it's more or less just going to take forever to get out. So we're just going to go ahead and warp out of here. Because we got everything. So, we're going to keep those on for a second. And we are going to switch to Go-Go in place of Mog. So, Edgar, Sabin, Celeste, and Go-Go. So Go-Go hits on the average user, the average user level. So everyone, like, we average out to about 32, so they end up as 32. Well, Go-Go comes with this special thing where they only have the Mimic ability, but you can go down this list and choose whatever you want. So if I want, I can technically give them Magic, I can give them Blitz, and just for fun, I can even give them... You know what, let's just go ahead and do tools. Sure, why not? So there we go. Go-Go is now my all-purpose character, who can literally just do what Sabin does, what Edgar does, what even Celeste does if he was wielding a sword. And he's also the only character you cannot equip Espers to, because he doesn't learn magic from people the way that they do. He learns every spell that you your party already knows. So, say, like, one person knows half the spells, the other one knows half, he would technically know the entire catalog of spells. And that's how he works. Very simple, very efficient, and very helpful, especially when we need to go up against some bosses like we're going to do now. So let's think. We need to go get Terra, because Terra still hasn't been gotten, and we officially now have the means to do something about that, so let's go do that. I'm about to also hit them with the relic. Raises fight and magic damage, why not? And we'll hit him with the EXP egg. Saving. You know, I'm gonna put my boy up at front. Or my girl. Who knows what Go-Go is. Anyway, here we go. Moseying back into Mobliz. Gonna check on Terra. Hope everyone's missing. Katrin's gone. I know, Katrin's gonna have a baby. My mom looked like that before my brother appeared. Oh, I see. Somebody's been getting busy. Oh, one of the dogs is here. And the dog just went down behind the bookcase. That's weird. I don't know what to do. Katrin's pregnant. Well, take responsibility, dude. That's what you should do. But who am I to judge? Hey, you guys. Katrin's having a baby. I'm so happy to have had a child, but Dwayne seems miserable. Katrin, I'm sorry, I didn't know how to handle this. I've been an awful husband, but I'm learning. Please come back with me. Funbaba's back again. Well, time to go handle it, because Terra's not going to do anything. Please save this village, I simply can't fight. So, this is an actual fight with Funbaba this time, not like a perfunctory, like, okay, we need to just burn off time. This thing will now literally attack us with everything it's got. So, we need to play that game too. I can't remember what it was I was doing. Oh, yeah, just gonna straight up drill. Gonna blitz. Oh, and I'm gonna actually just mimic. Because then I don't have to put in inputs, he just basically does it. Yeah, go, go, go. Okay, but Baba Breath now blows two people, or one person off the field, and blows another off the field. And it's both of our blitzers. Son of a biscuit. Of course they would do that. So now Terra's going to join our group, but unfortunately she doesn't have any stuff on her, and we really haven't leveled her with any spells, so she's not going to know much. But she is going to be transformed the whole time, so there's good news there. I think Ice 2 is okay. I can't remember. Come on. Let's see it. Okay. It did something. Fire, does it heal it? I don't know. It does good damage. Okay. Well, not as good damage as Bum Rush was doing, but I guess we're gonna have to settle for that. So yeah, Terra is fully transformed in this whole fight, so basically using her is just using spells. Anything less, you're basically gonna get yourself killed. But the good news is she does major damage with her spells, so I have her cure, and then I'm gonna have Terra go ahead and keep nuking. Nuke away, Terra. Still can't believe they blew away both my friggin' blitzers. It's a good thing she knew fire too before I lost her. Otherwise she'd be kind of useless in this fight. There we go. Down goes Funbaba. We're good this time. Okay. Monster again. I'm afraid. I'm always afraid. Except for she knows it's Terra. Mama? It is you, isn't it? I can tell. Huh? Mama? Terra? Mama! Terra! I can fight. Finally, I understand that feeling, even though I kept it buried for so long. I'm sure it's called love. I now realize that we must fight for the future of our children. Dwayne, Caterin needs your help, and so does your new baby. Listen, children, your mama has to go away for a while. I'll return when I feel your future's guaranteed. Mama, I'm not gonna cry. Me neither. I'll be back, I promise. Till then, you behave. Thank you. You helped me to understand a part of myself. Now I must go to war. We must all believe we have a future. We must fight for those who aren't even born yet. Oh, we could have told you that. Anyway, so our other two characters actually just got sent back to the airship. No big deal. So we gotta go get them back in the party. But the good news is now we got Terra. And I will be switching her out for Edgar, just because more or less at this point Edgar's kind of used up his usefulness, and once she starts getting her spells going with that trance ability, she's basically a god. So Realm, would you please screw off? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put him in there, put Gogo in, we're gonna put Setzer or Edgar in. Oh no, sorry, not Edgar. We're gonna put Terra in, blah blah blah. And then we're gonna put in Celeste. So we're gonna load this up with girls finally. It's no longer just a big old sausage fest. So we got rid of the gear on people that were not in our party right now, so gonna put her in some actual good stuff. And by good stuff, I mean I'm gonna give her the friggin' Atma weapon. She can get rid of that dumb enhancer. And there, now he gets the red jacket. Okay. So we need to start back at the beginning with her because she is basically without any spells hardly. So I think she's done with Starlet, I believe. No? Oh my gosh, she's only got 9% on that? Well, she needs it more than she does, so I'm gonna give it to Terra and I'm gonna have her learn Flute. So there you go. There's Starlet. I had to make sure they were all in the front row. Okay. So, with this, I'm actually going to put Gogo in back because there's nothing that he does necessarily that quantifies him being up front. So, now that we've got Terra, we only have one more secret character to get, and we can go do that, but I think I want to go get Locke first, because with him we can actually do more with that situation than we would without. So, here's how we're going to do it. We're going in. So we're basically having to divide the team up into two, and what we're going to do is we're basically going to do what we just did before. So it's going to be Gogo and Sabin, Terra and Celeste, and then the second party is just going to be Mog. And there's a reason for that. Because this is the first time that the game actually splits you up into a two-set party to play as. Split up into two parties, use the Y button to switch between groups. So what happens here is that we just basically do what we've been doing, and Moogle Charm and Sprint Shoes. Gear doesn't necessarily matter, but I'm going to go ahead and put that stuff on them anyway, because why not? So, back to Golem for you. Okay. So anyway. This is why you have to do two, because this whole dungeon is basically like set up with switches that have to be activated by one party to do another thing. So, unfortunately this thing I had to do, but with the Moogle Charm I'm not getting attacked, so this is why we did that. Because otherwise this would literally be a very long playthrough. There we go. The Wing Edge. A useless item that I don't need. Technically, you can skip all over this because I don't really need to do anything there. But that's also because I need to get them across the spikes first, and they do need to worry about that. So, there we go. Yeah, we're just going to leave Mog at 1 because it doesn't matter. And we're going to have these guys gonna do all the fighting. So everything here sucks, much like how it does in the frickin' Eternal Cave, or the Sealed Cave, as it were. See, and now that she's actually leveled up, so to speak, her revert doesn't take as long to go through. She can stay in this form for quite a while now, which is great. because she does a lot of damage as a magic user. Nice. She learned Regan right off the bat. So I'm not going to be using him for heals, or for cures, so I'm just going to do that. Not going to worry about that, because like I said, Spike's a perfunctory for Moogle, so what we're going to do is we're going to just circumvent this and just shut that off for them. And I hope I'm not actually going the wrong way with this. Because there's a certain setup, whoever does this part technically is the one who either runs into Locke or runs into the dragon, and I need Moogle to be the one who runs into Locke and these guys to run into the dragon. Though I don't think they could actually take the dragon, so I don't know. Catch-22, as it were. I'm gonna try this. Woo! That's awesome. Of course. Of course. You cheap bastard. Eat a bum rush. Gonna need to heal because of all those friggin' blowfish attacks. Oh yay, a warp stone. Just what I needed. Anyway. Can I get this? Oh. So, you'll find a lot of empty things here because obviously Locke is here searching for that treasure to save his long-lost love. So, what we're more or less doing is finding those empty chests, because for every empty chest we find is something that he gives us once we get him back in the party. So, that's basically the focus here. Since he can't transform, that's the one thing he can't mimic. You can just do that, and then there you go. There we go. Gotta do some quick heals. Oh, by the way, I believe, and don't hold me to this, but I believe that you can technically cast spells on Go-Go without casting magic and using MP, because he's mimicking, so it's not technically casting spells. It's just doing what they're doing. So with this, we're gonna have Mog jump across, beep boop, and then beep boop. And all the way up here, I'm gonna just do this because it's gonna be empty, but we're gonna get it from Locke later. Right now, I'm gonna save. And I do believe this should have been them. I think I got this backwards, but it doesn't matter, really. It's kind of perfunctory, honestly. But we're gonna go back down, hit this, and that'll let them through. So, now we've done our job here. Sea flowers. Morphing. Just do that. I think fire works on them, maybe bolt. I can't remember which one is which. There we go. Yeah, fire heals them. Crap. I did not do Mimic. I did... Oh, you jerk face. That's some crap. There. Did blitz that time, jerk face. Now I gotta heal the poison off of everyone. Dang it. Boing, boing, boing. Okay, now let's move. I am kind of wishing I played the Game Boy Advance version just because I could run on that one without having to wear sprint shoes, but oh well. Not necessary, to be honest. Just a little bit slower. Alright, her hits actually do a lot more damage. So, boing. Mimic. Oh yeah, throw it back in my face, jerk. Take that. Ooh, Terra got a level up. So we're not going to be able to hit the tent, but there is something I can do that's actually kind of a glitch in here that will let me still get tent properties. Just gotta get up to that switch now. Have him mimic her. This should be enough, hopefully, to kill them, but we'll see. Nice try. Eat air blades. Okay, so we're gonna get up here, blah blah blah. And then down to the switch. Now we can switch over to them. Okay, so here's where we do this little glitch. Gonna walk over here to the save point. Technically it's gonna say save. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch right over to these guys while they're on there still, and we can technically use a tent. Look at us cheating the system, standing on switches and using our tents. So with that, we're gonna save again real quick. Boo boo. Still not worried about Mog because they have the charm on. Gotta shut those off so that they don't die going up there. Spikes are really bad for these guys because they do need their health for things. Chaos Dragons. Ooh, boy oh boy. Well, hopefully they are weak to fire. No, they are not. Dang, I really need to make her learn something more powerful than that. Oh, lovely. Well, at least she can just do ice and get the same effect, really. Please don't kill him. Oh, crap. Oh, good. It didn't. He's about to die. There, friggin' heck. She's gonna transfer back, which sucks. So he's gonna have her fight. Have him blitz. Have him blitz. This should hopefully take care of these douche. There we go. And we're done. Lots of experience though, that's nice. Make it across this. Okay, so now what I need to do is get down here. This is another reason why Mog should have played these parts, because I forgot these are the most traversal. Like, they obviously do the most walking around in this group here, so having Mog go this way would have been better, just for that simple fact, but oh well. Like I said, can't put that, you know, turkey back in the oven. If I can warp. Just gonna get out of these battles, not gonna worry about it. That's a good one to be empty. You don't want to miss out on any of these chests. There's actually some good stuff here. And one thing that's going to be super imperative to my build going forward. So that's why we are doing this. So anyway, we're doing this part. And then we're going to switch. So that just emptied all that water onto them. Everyone's got their magic. Okay, that's fine. So, back to him. So, Mog's gonna go charging over this way. Get that treasure chest down here real quick. Because that's something Locke couldn't get, and that is a very, 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 very important item. So it's good that I got that. Anyway, so now that that's taken care of, we need to go back so that they can get across by standing on that switch so that the rocks change and they can go through. Unfortunately, where they're going through to is where one of the 7 dragons is, and I guess I could technically do the fight. I really don't think we would survive it, because we're still not up to snuff, really. So we're gonna just go ahead, have him bum rush, have him bum rush, have her fight, have her fight. That should take care of these guys, I hope, I hope, I hope. Nope. That's okay. This one should do it. Whee! Gotta love that bum rush. Okay, so what we're gonna do is have Mog go all the way back down this way, because they're gonna go up there and hit this switch up here, which is gonna put them on the same level. And then once I do that, then Mog can come and play. And then we have to go together to hit these switches. Boop, 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 ba-bam. Now, when we're both standing on these, we should be able to get through, and then I don't have to play as them anymore because I can just have Mog run straight through here. There's the dragon. That's the dragon horn up in that chest. We will be back for that later. Right now, we just need to get Locke. So, here we go. Locke. You're all safe. Behold, a legendary relic that can restore life. That looks like Magicite. Correct. Legend has it that ages ago the Phoenix was turned to stone. And many legends are based on facts. This is some major cracks in it, though. I fear it may have lost its power over time. I wasn't able to save Rachel. I've lost all sense of purpose. My life will have no meaning until I can right this terrible wrong. Will you come with us? Only as far as Kolaghan? So, we're now done there. We went all the way back to Kolaghan so that Locke could try and resurrect his lady. If only the Magicite didn't bear those deep cracks. I think you've been wasting your time, young man. Ha! Suck it, old man. Whoa! The Magicite's gonna shatter. Oh, look who's alive. Locke. Rachel. Locke, I've dreamed of seeing you. I wanted to hear your voice. Rachel. The Phoenix has given me so little time. I have to leave again soon. But I have something I must tell you. Locke, with you I was so happy. In the instant that the accident occurred, I thought only of you. And about the joy you brought me. Thank you, Locke. I'll never forget you. Rachel, I have to go now. I'll always love you. You must now cast off the anguish you've been harboring inside for so long. Today I set your heart free. You must learn to love yourself again and regain your self-respect. Phoenix, be reborn again and give your power to Locke. Rachel. Oh, that's a heck of a wrap up for his backstory. Locke. Thanks. I'm okay. I feel lighter than air. From here on, I'll be alright. Let's go. We have work to do. What's up? Oop, he forgot some stuff. X Potion, Phoenix Down, X Ether, Elixir, Flame Shield, Valiant Knife. That's the big one. The Treasures of the Phoenix Cave. Right, let's move out. We have an appointment with Kafka. So this right here is where we make him basically the weapon god. The only problem is right now I've only got one of the two pieces that I need to make him truly the weapon god. So we will go ahead and get our party back together. And I will set him up with at least his starter kit for kicking butt. And then we're going to go to Narshe with Moogle. And we are going to make him a god too. And we are going to basically make this whole thing a big old farce. Bum, 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 bum. Actually, I'm gonna just leave saving out because I can put Go-Go in and get twice the value at half the cost. Not yet. I forgot we gotta de-equip everyone. Not in the party. Good old Locke. He's gonna get Phoenix starting off. Because it's gonna give him some good stuff right out the bat. Celeste is still doing Stray, trying to get Float. And I'll put her back on, well, I'm not going to worry about Cure 3 on Starlet, it's basically garbage. You can get Cure 3 from Phoenix at two times rate instead of 1, it's much better. The only thing is Life 3 takes forever. Mog is still doing Golem, so there we go. Alright, so the Moogle, Charm, and Sprint Shoes I'm going to leave on just to get the items that we need. Gold Hairpin, Earrings, Hero Ring, and XP Egg. Alright, so this is why I had to de-equip everyone, because he needs the Atma weapon with the Valiant Knife. Oh, I'm also gonna give him the Genji helmet and the Genji armor. Just to help round it out. Yeah, there we go. That with the snow muffler basically puts him on solid footing. Yeah, not gonna worry about that right now. There we go. Cool. Alright, we have ourselves a winning team. Please, Terra, please, Terra, please. Thank you. Terra, please. Jeez. Them and their freaking walking mechanics. Alright, so I'm gonna stay kinda low, and the reason for that is that, like, this point of the game, we can actually run into the creature Doomgaze if we fly high in the air a bunch. And while Doomgaze itself isn't necessarily too terrible, right now it would be a terrible thing to fight them, so we are going to bust in here, and Locke is going to break all the locks and wink at us because he's a handsome boy. But here's why I'm doing this. So we're going into this place because this dude's hiding back here. I've been waiting for you. I wanted to give you this. I ran a weapon shop for 70 years. This stone gives off an eerie aura. If I melted it and forged a sword, it would be powerful. Well, make this stone into a sword? So, unfortunately with the Final Fantasy III version for SNES, you only have one option or the other. You can't get the Ragnarok and the Esper unless you steal it from one of the endgame bosses, and by then it's basically useless. So even though people will say no, just keep the stone because you can steal one later, I just changed it into Ragnarok because the sword Ragnarok, for one, is one really powerful weapon, which we can use at the moment, so I'm just gonna make her use it. But also, when I get the chance, we are going to go trade that in for the Illumina, which is the Lightbringer, essentially, in the translated version. It's basically better than Excalibur. And that paired with what I'm going to be getting here. Oh, that's the Elder's house, I forgot. So there's someone here that's actually sick in bed, and I believe it's at the cafe, or at the inn, or at the armor shop. I can't remember which. If I open this thing up, so we're going to check here. Nothing. Okay. Well, then we're going to go to the armor shop, and we're going to go talk to them because they have the cursed shield. And that's what we need. No one's in the item shop. There we go. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Maybe it is the relic shop. I don't know. It's one of these places. Oh, it's this one. Here we go. Found the right place. There we go. Talk to this dude. He's sick in bed. Take this. Cursed shield. If we could break its curse, imagine its defensive power. So, this cursed shield is basically... it's basically a cursed item. The only way you can break the curse on it is to win so many battles. I can't remember how many, I have to look it up, but basically what it does is it gives you a weakness to everything, -7 to pretty much all your stats. It's got 0 defense, and it also gives you every status effect as well as doom when you wield it. So what I do is I basically put Locke and Mog in a party with that thing, and then I have them grind it out to eventually make the Paladin shield. And once you get the Paladin shield, it's literally the best shield defense in the game. It can block anything. It basically gives you high evasion, high defense, and that tied with Mog's snow muffler, blah, eventually makes them a god. So, with no further ado, I think what we're going to do now is we're going to actually unlock that, because it's going to be very important that we have that capability. So, what they're going to do is get the ribbon, and then the cursed shield. So what the ribbon will do is it'll take off every other status effect except for Doom, and we just have to beat the enemies before time runs out. So to do that, however, we need to fight in a place where we can actually do a lot of things really quickly. So we're going to go to this area right here, and I believe this is actually a quick spot to fight. So if you don't mind, I'm going to sit here and probably talk about Cyberpunk 2077 while we grind. Oh, but first you get to see him in action with the Valiant knife and the Atma weapon. Right now it's kind of weak. It's going to get much stronger as he keeps getting stronger. And once I unlock the ability to get the offering and give it to him, it's basically going to be a god weapon in his hands. Okay, there's got to be a quicker way. Ooh, master a new dance. Because that was too many enemies all at once. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? I'm trying to think of places I usually went to try and do like one enemy at a time. I guess we could technically take on the Zone Eater, but I have no idea if it's actually quick to kill. I've never really killed it. Well, let's give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen, right? Oh, lots of damage. Holy smokes. Oh, there we go. It's actually a lot faster than I thought. And she learned Float, so she's done with that spell. I think she knows everything else, so all she can learn is Cure 3. Because I have Phoenix on him, so... Golem, halfway there. Just getting started, but this is a good thing. This should hopefully be enough to get us going. Just keep on beating down the Zone Eater as fast as possible. I think there's something that technically also gives you the, Oh, don't take her. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully she can keep on attacking because she's got the Ragnarok Blade, which basically does a lot of damage right now. Oh crap, I forget he freezes people. Crap, crap, crap. Ah, shoot. Not good. Crap, there's nothing really heavy hitting on him. Yeah, that does nothing. Crap. Well, engulfed he is. Time to run, because I don't want to get engulfed. I'm going to basically have to figure that whole thing out going forward. Crap. Well, that took away my quick fight. There's someplace else I know I can do this at. I don't want to do it at the forest because that thing is too powerful and it'll basically wreck me. Oh, the bunnies. Here, I'll do it at the bunnies. Hopefully they'll be something quick I can fight. We'll try and stick in the forest. I think there's something that ups preemptive attack rates or something. Oh, what is this? Please tell me this isn't something powerful. Okay, no. That's cool. Okay. We got ourselves a new one and got another new dance, so... Hey, we're already ratcheting up the score here. So anyway, man, we are coming down to the wire here in 2 more days, or 3 more days. Oh, this is why. Freaking Magnitude 8. Luckily I didn't kill anybody. So in 3 more days, we are officially going to have our hands on Cyberpunk here in the States. And, I am still really excited about that. I know that probably people are tired of hearing about it. It's all I've talked about for like the last month and a half of my streams, but it is truly one of the few games I've actually been looking forward to. Like I said, baggage aside, it's been one of the most anticipated games ever for me. And I truly cannot wait to get my hands on it and try it out. Like I said, we're going to be doing, on Thursday, as soon as I get the opportunity, we are going to be doing my stream, and we'll be doing it with the Corpo lifestyle and the female. So, I hope everyone's ready for that, and super excited. And like I said, if anyone has names to throw out for her, let me know. Right now I have something kind of locked and loaded, but I'm always up for some engagement with the crowd out there. Oh, Locke is still in the back row. Jeez, no wonder he's not doing much damage. Well, this should hopefully fix things. Much higher. The buns are healing me as I kick their butts. Yeah, that was much better damage. Holy smokes. But yeah, I'm seeing there's already plenty of people out in the wild playing their collector's editions that they got this last week, and saying that they're having a really good time with it, even with all the bugs still in there. And I gotta say, you know, like, bugs or not, this thing just looks incredible. I keep going to bed listening to guys talk about it because it's just kind of mellow enough and also keeps me jazzed enough to keep, you know, like, go to sleep easy. And now that I got the next few days off, got that to look forward to as well. I forgot to check. I don't know if the Ragnarok actually does this, because I know this is like something that the other spell sword does, but I'm hoping it's not taking magic so that it does automatic crits there. I don't think it does. I think that's just the effect of Ragnarok. It just likes to do crits. But I'm gonna check just to be safe. I haven't been casting spells this her. It does seem to be eating away at our magic, so yeah. So that's one thing I forgot. Things like Lightbringer and Ragnarok do instant crits, so long as you have the magic to pay out for them. That's why it's usually okay to give it to Mog, because Mog, by level 99, automatically has 999 MP. So it's got a lot of MP to spare in terms of battling, so... These nice little rabbits are going to keep healing us. Thank you, thank you. And we're steadily also getting our spells up, which is nice. Oh, I forgot to check how many... Sorry. I'm going to check how many it is to unlock the shield, because I forgot entirely. Oh crap, I forgot. There we go. Cursed Shield. Known Providence in Final Fantasy VI transforms into the Paladin. Oh, after winning 256 battles with the shield equipped. The Cursed Shield is the worst shield. Not only does it inflict numerous status ailments on the wearer, it makes the equipped character weak to certain elements. To obtain the shield, the player must recruit Locke in the World of Ruin and go to Narshe with him and the party to open the locked doors within the city. The shield is found inside the house, right up to the stairs, and to the right of the relic shop. There. The Hero Shield, also known as the Paladin Shield or Heroic Shield, is a recurring shield in the Final Fantasy series. It's usually a high-ranked shield that protects against negative status effects and elemental damage or grants bonuses to stats. The Paladin Shield is the best shield with a defense power only eclipsed by the Tortoise Shield. It absorbs fire, ice, lightning, and holy elemental damage and nullifies poison, wind, earth, and water elemental damage. It teaches Ultima at a rate of 1% per magic AP, the only other method of learning Ultima besides the Ragnarok Esper. The Paladin Shield is obtained by uncursing the Cursed Shield by equipping it, blah blah blah, which can easily be done by fighting Peepers. Ooh, Peepers. Let's see where those are at. Oh. This squirrel will die if you simply leave it alone. Sad, isn't it? Oh my gosh. So this monster, no lie, it appears on the island where Celeste first started off. Oh, and I forgot to go back there because there's actually another Esper there. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? So yeah, we're going back to Solitary Island where Celeste started this whole thing off. The very, very depressing island where apparently it's so depressing that the monsters here will just die if you leave them alone. How sad is that? Yeah, there's our Esper. See, the Magicite Pallador. Pallador is basically a big old bird. It lets you do jump without needing the boots, so it's really kind of cool. And it teaches Haste 2 and Slow 2, which speed up the entire party and slow down multiple enemies. So it's really nice. I'm going to go ahead and put that on her, because Mog has other things to learn. Oh, and we've already done that. So, switching out to... Guess technically you put them on Starlet. No, that's right, they already had that. I forgot. So, Fenrir it is. Okay, so yeah, we got Pallador. There's really nothing else to do here, because I believe Cid's body is just now gone. Blah, blah, blah. That stuff that they said. So this is just an empty island full of dead. So we wander around. Hearthguard Peepers. They're really quick to kill. They give really fast magic points too, just one magic point apiece, and one experience point, so they're not good for grinding for levels, but, you know, not here for that. But we're going to do something funny real quick, and let them just kind of die. Yep. So there you go. Don't have to do nothing, they basically just die immediately, because they only have 2 hit points, and then they lose that 2 hit points at, like, the 5-second mark. So yeah, quick and painless. Oh, and they also teach Pearl Wind, but you have to be able to control them to do it. Or not control them, sketch them. So you have to be here with Relm and Strago, and once you're here with both of them, he can learn Pearl Wind, I believe, and it's basically like a full party, full heal. Which makes him really useful. But that's neither here nor there, because we're not here for that. We're here for the Paladin Shield. I guess to learn a bunch of magic as fast as we can. Well, it's good to know about these things. I actually forgot all about them. But it is funny that I'm reminded now of them because I thought it was interesting. I just came back here, obviously, in one of my playthroughs to be like, hey, I wonder what's going on here now that, you know, either Cid lived or Cid died and Celeste is gone and there's no one else here but him. And I was like, oh yeah, here's these peepers, that's weird. And just like forgot to do something and then all of a sudden they just died and I was like, oh, interesting. So I don't know, it's just really kind of funny and sad at the same time that they made these characters, you know, like, they exist only to die and give me kills. But this will take a little while, so my apologies, guys, if you don't want to watch this. You know, like I said, I can always turn this off and come back later tonight with all my stuff done, but I figured also we could sit here and chat. Plus you can watch me do 4,000 damage to these poor little pipsqueaks. Oh my goodness. Oh, that reminds me. I managed to get myself a really nice new pair of headphones for super cheap. The only problem is, I'm kind of learning this as I go along. I haven't owned an Xbox since Xbox 360 Elite. And, you know, ever since the PS4 came out, I kind of switched sides for the generation and was doing that. Well, as I'm steadily going on, I'm learning that Microsoft doesn't have Bluetooth enacted on their console. So in order to use Bluetooth things, you have to get an outside Bluetooth device to make them work. Well, this headphones that I got, they're like a $200 pair I got for like pretty much $60. And they're so good. They have noise canceling and everything, but because they don't come corded and I can't just plug them into the controller, there's no way for me to technically use them. And a lot of the things I'm seeing online exist more or less to let you use them as headphones, you know, like listen to music, listen to the gameplay, that kind of stuff, which is fine. But they can't be used for chat, and that kind of stinks because, like I said, they're very good headphones, and they have a really good mic on them. They got noise canceling, they have like 7.1 Dolby surround sound in them, which is friggin' awesome, and I can't use them for my Xbox, and that kind of sucks. So I'm going to continue trying to figure out ways that I can try and circumvent it. I believe that there are some things, but I believe they're more expensive options. And I guess if anyone out there knows of anything, let me know, because I would be happy, I mean really happy, to get those operating on my Xbox. Because I have more or less decided to move all my stuff over to the Xbox right now, for streaming especially. PlayStation unfortunately burned me a lot back in the day. It's the reason why I never did Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's the reason why I was able to do Trials of Mana, which was great, but I didn't really finish my Doom Eternal playthrough. I never did, like, Final Fantasy VII, the original one. I never did Final Fantasy IX. And I had both of those games. You know, it's one of those things to me that I love how some things are set up with it, but it feels like more and more like their stuff is not necessarily geared for us, it's geared for, you know, like, corporations. Ooh, Locke learned Fire 3. Oh, that's awesome. Crap, so he probably knows that before he knows... Oh, no, he knows Fire 2. Okay, I was about to say, he knows that before he knows Fire 2. That was going to be hilarious. But yeah, just, it feels like more and more that they have a lot of their streaming stuff kind of hindered by outside sources like, you know, either Sony themselves or a bunch of corporations that make these games, and I'm of two minds of the subject. I'm not necessarily one of those people who believes that, like, doing Let's Plays or anything can destroy the reputation of a game, especially because, you know, the games themselves speak for themselves. You know, a game like this is fun, you know, like, and obviously you can sit here and watch me play it, but you watching me play this does not necessarily mean that, like, you will never want to go out and play this game. You know, like, hopefully there's plenty of you that see it and go, hey, you know, maybe I'll get bored someday and I want to just jump on here and try this game out for the first time. You know, that's an option. That's something you can actually do. And it's something that, you know, it's not being detracted by me sitting here playing it. Like, no one's sitting here and going, oh, there's no reason to try this out now. You know, like, part of the experience is actually experiencing it for yourself. And maybe certain things like Dead Space 2, you know, like maybe you're not a big horror fan or not a big horror gamer, and so you wouldn't want to like throw yourself into the deep end on that whole front. But, you know, sitting here watching me play it, you can kind of distance yourself from a lot of those like jump scares and other garbage and get the experience that you normally wouldn't get at all because you wouldn't want to even play it. And so to that end, you know, like, I feel like these things have their own important purpose, you know, their own reason for being, and I feel like, you know, so many people who jump on that bandwagon of saying, oh, you know, streamers are ruining gaming, are really missing out on the whole point of gaming in general. You know, like, this collective idea that you can all come together and experience something. And, you know, no matter what you see someone playing, like, if you enjoy something, you obviously are wanting to try it out, you're going to want to try it. And it's kind of in the same vein as, like, me also not believing companies when they say they don't want to put out demos or something because they are afraid that people are just not going to want to buy their product. You know, the truth of the matter is that the game is good enough and it has a pull enough in its own right. No demo is going to be able to fulfill that need on a 100% solid basis. You know, they're going to want to have the full experience. They're going to want to, you know, like, see it all through to the end or experience the story. And I think things like Cyberpunk, things like Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger are all those kinds of games where, you know, like, they're only parts of the whole, but not the whole themselves. So Sony being so, like, tight-fisted with its streaming services and allowing, like, you know, and so many of these companies, like, deciding to hurt their marketing, I mean, that's what it really is doing, by saying, oh no, you can't stream this thing to this certain point, you know, like, it seems ridiculous. And I'm glad that Xbox actually hasn't been like that, because it did actually suck knowing that I was getting Final Fantasy VII earlier this year, and that I wasn't going to be able to stream it, because, you know, like, Final Fantasy VII itself was a very informative game in my young age. You know, I mowed lawns for an entire summer to get my PlayStation that I bought. And when I bought it, and I got my first game, it was Final Fantasy VII, I actually had a bad luck binge there, and I kind of got really sick for a couple weeks when I first got that. But thanks to that game and my new PlayStation, I had something to do to keep me, you know, like, company and keep me distracted while I was really, really sick. And those are memories that I kind of clung to, you know, like, those moments where I got to try something new, I got to experience something different. And while I obviously will still say that, you know, like, some people's love for Final Fantasy VII is overrated, you know, I will also not take that magic away from anyone by saying that they're wrong. But, you know, going back to my original point, Final Fantasy VII Remake was that opportunity for me to share that with everyone. You know, like, just do a stream and have them see it through my eyes the way that I saw the original. And I didn't get a chance to do it because the limitations kept me from being able to show you the whole of the game. And that sucks. You know, I know that there was a big component of, like, story beats and surprises that came through in that whole thing, but if we're really being honest, you know, like, spoiler culture dictates that if someone knows that they're going to be spoiled on something, they're not going to watch it. You know, it's one of those things that, like, you're watching me do a playthrough, you better expect that, like, I'm probably going to play it through to the end. You're going to see all the story beats, you're going to see the ending, you're going to have a lot spoiled for you. So if you're wanting to go into this fresh, don't watch me, you know? That's simply how it would go. But these corporations who have such a tight grip on stuff like that don't even give us the opportunity. They just shut us down before we even get started. And it stinks. And I'm glad that, like I said, Cyberpunk is not looking to do that. Xbox itself really hasn't done that. They let me do an entire playthrough of Dead Space 2 without stepping on my fun. And, you know, to that end, especially as someone who wants to share in these moments and, like, have a dialogue and show off the things I'm having fun with and hoping that you're having fun with too. You know, it makes a lot of sense that I would go to Xbox at this point and let them kind of, you know, like, earn my business. Despite the fact that I was really not the biggest fan of them starting off this generation. I guess I can elaborate on that point. So, I actually became a big fan of them, not in the Xbox era per se, even though I did love Morrowind and I did love Halo. I actually became an Xbox owner for the first time in the 360 era. And that was genuinely a good era, because they had a lot to offer. They were obviously bringing in a lot to the table, had a lot of third-party companies just dishing out things one after another. And meanwhile, you know, Sony was crapping the bed because they got a little too high and mighty on their own stink with the PlayStation 2 era doing as well as it did. But for what it's worth, you know, I got my feet wet on that whole thing and I really came to love it. Played games like Crackdown, Fable, you know, just Oblivion, all the big classics from the N60 or from the 360 era. My problem came about, however, in that the Red Ring of Death in that era really took me as a target. And unfortunately, being the stupid teenager that I was at the time, with a lot of disposable money due to my job, I bought 3 Xbox 360s in that era. 2 of them Xbox Elites, in the hopes that I could just circumvent that whole Red Ring problem. And I tried sending them in to get repaired. I tried doing home repairs, you know, like the blanket technique and all that junk. And no matter what I did, the Red Ring always came back. And so when this new era came up and Xbox One started doing all the DRM and always online stuff, it kind of compounded with the anger I had over spending so much money like a moron, and kind of put me in a really bad headspace with them, to where I kind of swore off Xbox this gen. You know, when they came out with that stuff, I just said, nope, sorry, not gonna get my business, and went straight for PS4. And despite now we are going into the next-gen consoles, even though I would argue we still really shouldn't be during an economic slump. You know, I was very gung-ho PlayStation. And the longer I've gone with it, the more I've started to actually have some problems. My PS4 recently seems to have issues pulling up the PlayStation Store, seems to have problems keeping me logged into some stuff, seems to be slowing down and, like, downloading games and things, and just generally having some buggy problems here and there when firing up. And when I got my Xbox One X and started playing Dead Space 2 on it and started doing some of the other stuff, I guess, like, not only the intuitiveness, but the quickness that everything downloaded, that everything kind of continued to play without a hitch, with, you know, the minimal problems I've had with the controller, you know, connecting and everything, as opposed to that, and then the ease of which I can go into the store, I can check out things on Game Pass. It's really kind of turned a corner for me. So even though I had initially set myself up for a PlayStation playdown of Cyberpunk, I had pre-ordered it months and months ago, and I was all set to play it on there. I ended up turning camp recently, and I got myself set up on the Xbox One X. And even though I will be getting it on the PlayStation still in physical form, I'm going to be playing it on the Xbox. Because with that level of freedom on top of, the loading and everything else, it feels like it's way more worth my time than trying to do it on the PlayStation and possibly end up, lagging through a section or watching my frame rate dip out or my store shut down or log me out. And it's just a general frustration all around, but both companies, I feel, regardless, like I said, my fanboyism kind of goes more in the Nintendo camp, but even they, in this day and age, still have to prove themselves. And I say this for all of them. They have to start proving themselves to be worthwhile in terms of, what they bring to the table. They can't just rest on their laurels, Nintendo can't just throw out another Mario or Zelda and say, hey, here's another Mario or Zelda, nothing else needs to change, nothing needs to be good. Their Joy-Con situation right now is farcically bad. And the fact that not only are they getting, taking a cord over it in some aspects, but they're also continuing to downplay the problems with it is a major issue. The Joy-Cons are a very, very integral part of how the Switch works, and the fact that I have gone through 2 pairs myself, sent them in for repairs, and have them come back and eventually, 3 months down the line, break, is just not okay. And it's putting me in a bad spot, much like the Xbox 360 did, to make me judgmental on their behalf of what's coming next. We obviously, there's been talk about the Switch Pro, and I'm excited to see what they're going to come out with it, because maybe we'll start seeing more things for Breath of the Wild 2. But on the same vein, all it's going to take is them pulling something like Xbox One X, or One did this generation, to start putting me in a bad spot of going, maybe I won't buy that. Maybe I will just pass it by, for a while, because I don't want to get burned again. And especially with how expensive the Joy-Cons are, it's not a good look. It's not. Especially for Nintendo. They were the quality standard back in the day. They had that Nintendo seal of approval on things, and that was supposed to be, the height of it. And now the factor that, they have Joy-Cons that are consistently breaking down and messing up, to the point where, I just leave my Switch docked, even though I would like to take it in handheld mode. It stinks. And they really should do better about that stuff going forward. And I hope that they do. So, sorry about that long rant. I haven't been keeping track of my shield kills, so, like I said, we'll know when it's done. The Doom counter will officially disappear over Mog's head, and we will, officially be in the game. But as I said, it's kind of important that I do this right now. Because we're going to start hunting dragons, we're going to start getting the rest of these espers that we can. We're going to go to some of the secret spots now that we've got Locke and everyone unlocked. Basically, we're going to get Umaro, the final secret character, which is who Mog was talking about earlier. And he also has an esper with him, by the way. And then once we get all that stuff figured out, we get him all set up, and we get Locke basically, in shutdown mode. We're going to start running out and doing things like the Fanatics Tower, Doom Gaze, all the dragons, and then we're eventually going to Kefka's Tower and finish this bad boy up. So it's going to be very important that I get this stuff set up with Mog. Because once we start down this path, we're not going to stop, you know, like there's no going back, personally, so. Almost done there. Let's see what we got for Locke. He's got to be close now. Oh, much closer. Almost 70%. At one point per thing. I guess that's a good way to count things. Is that we're doing this, you know, like one magic point at a time. So, put someone in the life thing and we'll know when we get 100 when we get life 3. Yeah, that's actually a good countermeasure. I just can't remember how many we had starting off with this whole thing. Nice. Sorry, I'm trying to think of some other things to talk about, so I'm not also going off on random rant tangents about Joy-Cons and consoles and things. Huh. Because I really have, like, the only thing I can talk more about Cyberpunk at this point would be go back into, like, lore or, like, retread things I've already talked about, you know, and we all know, you know, yes, I'm doing the Corpo run, I'm going to be streaming on Thursday, blah, blah, blah. But without the game, I have nothing else to add to it, so it's just kind of, meh. I don't want to retread things and sound like a broken record on here, even though I'm sure I've done more of my fair share of that. Okay, Mog is done with Meduin. There we go. I'm gonna call it like 70. I have no idea if that's how many battles we've had, but we're gonna keep on trucking. Ugh. More peepers. Yeah, the amount of fights I've done with these guys, they get off a little tiny, like, smacks here and there on Locke. He's actually gone from, like, almost 2,000 hit points to, like, 700. Oh, I know what I can do. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. So we might put this on hold real quick, just because, I'm gonna go get Umaro. We're just gonna go ahead and unlock him, because that'll help basically cement this whole problem here. And we'll get to kind of kill two birds with one stone with this. Because Umaro, he works in a way that, like, he's just a rage monster. His thing is to literally just sit there and rage, so, oh goodness, I had a yawn there, my man. Okay. So we're gonna also go get some espers real quick. Gonna blitz through Narshe here. Get ourselves up to the snowfield. So we're gonna try and dodge this dragon here, even though he's really fast. Because I don't want to fight him just yet. Like I said, we'll do that once we get the shield. Gonna tent up real quick. So everyone's on the same page when we start going down. Because we're gonna go fight a boss in the Esper that we've had since the very beginning of the game. And that's Mr. Tritok, who is also known as Quetzalcoatl. And other translations that aren't stupid. Okay, so give him back the ribbon. Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna leave the shield on just because he can still get healed. I forgot. So, fire 2. I'm gonna have him blitz. Whoa, that's some big old damage. Ah, shoot. Best be frozen. Oh, that's actually some good damage on Locke's end, too. Holy smokes. We're packing the heat here. I gotta fire go back so they can fight. There we go. Yikes. Alright, so fire 2 from her. And he's just gonna keep on, keeping on. Bum rush him. There we go. Just a nice 1-2 punch stomp down on Tritok. And the best part of Tritok is he's basically like Meduin in that he teaches all 3 elements. The thing is that he teaches the 3rd level of them. Oh, sorry. You humans freed me from that prison device. You possess Magicite. Who are you? I sense war and destruction. Could that stupid war possibly have lasted 1,000 years? I can tell that you want to put a stop to the madness. Let's see if you are worthy. Receive the Magicite Tritok, and the cliff edge breaks. We are going to have her go ahead and put Tritok on. Magic power +2. That's actually a really good one for her. There's an opening in the cliff. Hop into it. So basically what this does is this opens up the back way into Umaro's lair. So I didn't go to the left there because there was little things there that showed I was going to fall through the floor. Didn't want to do that. Oh, you friggin' jerk. I hate these things that friggin' do imp. So useless. Fine, suck a Tritok. Oh, yeah. Oh, crap, I forgot it's a tri-elemental, but it does thunder, and they heal off thunder. Freaking garbage monsters. Yeah, we'll bum rush one of them. That should fix their little red wagon. Boom. There's some high damage. Got a bunch of green cherries too. So anyway, as you saw right there, Locke was losing a lot of life, but he has that Valiant Knife, so he gets stronger as he gets weaker, essentially. The more health he loses, the more power he gets. Key lock and poppers. Oh, gotta take care of them. Oh, you friggin' jerks. Everything here is gonna imp. I'm gonna just start frickin' putting the Moogle Charm back on because this is garbage. Knock it off, you cheating little jerk face. I'm not playing up against a bunch of frickin' impers. Okay, so relic up, Mog. It's time to shine. Boop, 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 boop. Trying to make sure that there wasn't like a secret passage there. Knowing my luck, that's where one would be. Oh. There you go. Fell back down. So don't go up and hit that switch. That's a stupid switch. Ah, but this one takes me right into Umaro's lair, where I want to be. So ribbon back on. What's with this carving? Looks like bone. Something in that eye. Magicite? Remove the magicite from the eye of the carving. Yep. Receive the magicite Tirado. Okay, and now we face off against Umaro. Gonna bum rush. Oh shoot, it did flare too, awesome. Go Ragnarok. Look at that. Down he goes. He didn't even get to use his green cherry rage move. So, giving Umaro a green cherry actually has a weird effect on him, and then it just, like, doubles his strength, basically. Oh, and here's Mog. I'm your boss, Kupo. You're gonna join us, Kupo. Admirer of bone carvings as strong as a Gygus, a Sasquatch pal with muscle. Everyone say hello to our final Git character, Umaro. Oh, me Umaro. Yes, boss. Me join you. Umaro, no slouching now. Ooh, me wait for you in big airship. Okay, so there we go. That takes care of that. We're gonna replace Go-Go with Mr. Meat. Because he acts on rage, so he's not controllable by anybody. You can't really equip him with anything, but you can put relics on him. And the relics actually change his abilities to do a bunch of other things. So, that'll be fun. Gotta go ahead and put the Moogle Charm back on him because I don't want to fight this crap. And we got Tirado now. It's an Earth Elemental. It knows Quake, Quarter, and West Wind, which is actually Whirlwind, sorry. I always called it west wind because it always made compass sense to have W wind, but yeah, so Quake, Quarter, and Whirlwind. Nice, powerful weapon. She knows 2%. Okay, so not on anything, hardly. Siren, almost done. Cool. Once they're done with that, I'll have them do Torado. Okay, so now we're done here, leaving. Oh, gonna fall. Okay, so now we're done here. Gonna just walk out of Narshe here. Actually, I'm gonna cut out the middleman. Warping. Okay. Back on the airship. I'm gonna switch over to Umaro, and then we're gonna go autopilot and let Umaro do the job. So Locke, Umaro, Celeste, and Nog. And of course, Umaro can't learn any spells, so you can't do anything with that either. But like I said, Relics is one thing he can get, and he can get Rage Ring, which, when equipped on him, makes him do rage moves. Also, I need to unlock the Blizzard Orb. I can't remember where I get that. You can get it at the Coliseum. And I believe the only way you can get that way is doing it by trading off the Rage Ring, which I don't want to do. So, neither here nor there. Let's just jump back onto the island here. Gonna save. Alright, and now we're gonna just let it run its course. This is gonna be a super easy autopilot now. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna change out these things. Oh, he has another pair of running shoes. Never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and give him running shoes. I'm gonna make him go fast. Make him go real fast. And I tell you what, I forgot I need to take the relic off of Mog. I'm actually going to go ahead and call it here. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all this off camera. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get the Illumina. I'm going to get the Paladin Shield. And then when I come back here, either later tonight or tomorrow, we're going to go hunt the dragons. And we're going to do a bunch of the other stuff. So, thanks for joining me, guys. It's been a good time. Stick it out here. I will let you know when I come back. Otherwise, I will possibly see you either later tonight or later tomorrow. So, have yourselves a good day, and I will see you soon. Bye.